I made this from this. I'm going to show you how I turned a manual process that I actually automated with some AI tools in Make to where now with Claude Cowork, I'm going to show you how you can easily create custom proposals from your data that your team might have. So in my system, we use this line item system in Airtable, and we got all of these fields, a lot going on. And then typically what we would do is make sure we pick the right view. We got a lot of views, we got filters, we got all kinds of stuff going on. And we would get a pretty nice proposal, at least in the sense that everything's grouped by room name, you got details, you got pricing, not bad. Everything's kind of line item, but it's not the easiest thing. It's not the prettiest thing, but it works. And we use this for years. Recently, I started investing in some tools, and with the help of AI, I was able to create this proposal, which looks way better than what we started with, right? Not bad. This versus that, bit more professional. But as I showed you, I was able to create this with no code and just with Cowork. So let me show you how I'm able to pass all of this information from our system, able to create this nice, clean proposal. Let me tell you, this was probably one of the most challenging and difficult things that I've built in my career. Basically, what you're seeing is a record that's watching for something to happen in my Airtable, and then when it happens, it's routing based upon whether it's the main scope or it's an option. And it's doing all of this crazy stuff with JSON and different modules and filters and arrays and aggregators. And at the end of the day, it's great. Instantly, I can get my team a proposal that goes to our Google Drive. Let me tell you, I lost so much sleep and so much energy over doing this. And honestly, I could have not built this without AI. I needed AI's help to build this. I didn't know how to do any of it. Like I said, it works, and I just finished this a few weeks ago. But this experience really opened a door for me. This door of this thing that I kept hearing, agentic AI. AI that just doesn't talk to you, but it actually goes to work for you. So I went looking, I went to all the tools, tried things, watched videos, and everything that I found was just glorified chat. Fancy interfaces, same conversation though underneath. Nothing could actually go to work on its own. And then I was introduced to Claude Cowork, and man, let me tell you, my life has been so much different since this came out. So I want to show you how you can, in your company, with whatever you do, I'm sure whatever system you're using, you have an ability to export to CSV or Excel, some sort of export. You could even copy and paste and put it into an Excel file. And I'm going to show you with Cowork how you can easily take that data and turn it into that proposal that I showed you in the beginning. So I have a markdown file here. Markdown file is what you use to store instructions and keep your prompts and everything clean. So I'm going to paste this in here. So what I have here, what I'm going to tell Cowork is I want you to transform this CSV data into a nice proposal for my MaxHousePrice clients. I'm letting them know what the input is, this Excel file. I showed you this. I'm explaining to Cowork what I'm sending to it. You're going to have all this information, line by line, details, and I want you to output me a nice proposal. You can leave space for your logo or add the logo, property info box if you got any text that you want to have in your proposals at all times, and just how I want it to group. And then I want it to give subtotal pricing and then a final pricing and then some terms at the bottom. And then I have some brand colors and some information. Telling it to just give me an output of a Word doc when it's done. So I'm just going to say, let's go. So we wait for it to read my prompt from this markdown file. It says, got it. Take your export, group it, generate, and include everything. So it says, when you're ready, I am just sending it this basic CSV file. So I'm going to hit send. I'm going to upload this and let's watch it go to work. right, it's finishing up. It says it's generated the proposal, 74,000. It's just validating everything. And it's about to give me the output. Look, here we go. It's giving me a summary of what it did. Let's take a look. Let's open this up. Boom, here we go. What a pretty proposal. It's got all the details, line by line. It's got my brand colors, all neatly organized, and I did it in just a minute or two by just prompting it. The great thing about this is, say you got a client that wants more detail, a client that wants less detail. My team wants to experiment, do something a little bit different. All they need is my markdown file that I pasted in here, and they can put in the specifics that they want to change it, or they can just go into Cowork and say, hey, change this, add this. Very easy to do, very easy to edit too, and send it out to your team. So if you're the person in your company that's the bottleneck for creating proposals, you need to get on with this. This is so easy. It's so easy to do. Anyone can do it. And if you want to get a copy of the markdown file that I have that I used in Cowork, just comment below in the comments, AskTomP, and I'll send you a link to grab the markdown file so that you can implement it today. I'm just getting started, so subscribe if you want to see what's next.